Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Arena Productions. And today we're diving into a spoiler filled recap and review of The Boys, Season 4, Episode 7, the penultimate episode titled The Insider. If you haven't watched the episode yet, please head over to Amazon Prime and check it out before continuing with this video, as we will be discussing all the major plot points in detail. So, before we get started, if you enjoy our content, please hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and ring the notification bell so you never miss an episode of our The Boys recaps and reviews or any of our other content here on the Arena Productions. So now let's jump right into the episode. So episode 7 is set during the Christmas holidays and starts with Ryan rehearsing for a kid's commercial. The commercial has a jingle about how the Antifa hate soups and America and encourages kids to report their parents if they are Antifa. So Ryan feels uncomfortable and leaves. In his suite, he finds a Christmas gift from Butcher, which is a photo of Butcher, Becca, and their pet dog. Homelander and Firecracker team up against Sage, accusing her of not being smart enough to find the leak or stop the boys from bugging Tech Knight's party. Sage is demoted and tasked with finding a shooter. So A-Train overhears this and informs the boys. Meanwhile, the Deep makes empty promises to Ambrosius, the octopus, but abandons her to hook up with Sage. So the boys are trying to get their loved ones out of the country in case Vicky becomes president. Annie's mom, Donna, refuses to leave and instead calls out Annie for being a role model who had an abortion. So Huey tries to apologize to Annie, who reveals that she doesn't want to bring a child into a world that is ending. So Butcher returns to the group and accepts that he has hit a snag. He tells them about Samir and the airborne virus, while Joe tries to stop him. Butcher is disoriented, but they now have a plan. So Butcher has freed Frenchie from prison to help Samir create enough of the virus to kill Homelander and Vicky. So the rest will look into Sage's shooter. MM reveals he is not cut out to be a leader and lets Butcher take over. So A-Train checks on Ashley, who is a wreck after learning Coleman was killed because they framed him as the leak. So A-Train learns that MM is leaving with Monique and tries to convince him to stay, but MM decides to go with his family. So Huey, Annie, and Butcher head to the shooter's place. Butcher, still sick, gives Joe the silent treatment, and they find evidence that the shooter plans to assassinate Singer at his next rally. So they rescue a girl locked up there who turns out to be the shooter. She cuts Huey and escapes, revealing herself as the shapeshifter. At the makeshift lab, Frenchie lies to Samir about the virus not being used on Vicky. So Frenchie and Kimiko reconcile, with Kimiko revealing she lost her voice because she was trained as a silent assassin. They plan to free Samir after he creates the virus. So Firecracker, finds the leak. Webweaver, who admits to leaking in info for drugs, and Homelander kills Webweaver despite wondering how he knew about his meeting with Victoria. So Homelander leaves a furious voicemail for Ryan, telling him to do the Antifa commercial. So Ambrosius and the Deep argue, and he breaks her tank, letting her die. Feeling free, he agrees to kill Butcher. So Noir the second finds Butcher and Annie and attacks. Butcher begs Joe for help, but he doesn't appear. A-Train and MM rescue them and decide to run with A-Train's cover blown. So Homelander is angry with Sage, who admits she knew A-Train was the leak and fed misinformation to the boys. So Homelander fires her. Sage runs into a beaten up Deep and Noir the second. So Deep tries to hook up with her, only to find out she's been with Noir the second. So Butcher, Annie, and MM hide in a bar, and MM breaks Monique's heart as he can't leave with her. And Annie asks Butcher about Joe, but he feigns ignorance. A random woman asks Annie for a selfie, and Kimiko and Frenchie finish their task as Samir succeeds in creating the virus, but stabs Kimiko. Frenchie saws off her leg to stop the spread of the virus. So Ryan listens to Homelander's voicemail and agrees to do the commercial, but disrupts it, saying his mom taught him to tell the truth. Homelander is furious while Butcher looks proud watching the commercial. Joe returns, but Butcher falls ill. So Huey visits Vicky, hoping to talk her out of killing Singer. She hesitates but refuses to back down. Huey returns to Annie, who is actually the shapeshifter, and takes Vicky's files. So the real Annie is chained up, realizing the selfie woman was the shapeshifter. So with all of that, this penultimate episode of season 4 sets a stage for an explosive finale. There's a lot happening, with multiple storylines converging. The boys have a plan to take down Homelander and Vicky, but they face numerous obstacles. Sage's betrayal adds another layer of complexity, and the shapeshifter's actions create new challenges for Huey and Annie. So the episode does a great job of building tension and setting up the stakes for the final showdown. With Ryan standing up for the truth and the boys gathering their resources, the stage is set for an epic conclusion. So I'm so excited to see how everything will unfold in the finale, and hopeful that season 5, the final season, comes sooner rather than later. So anyway, if you enjoyed this recap and review, like I said, please hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and ring the notification bell so you never miss an episode of our The Boys recaps and reviews, or any of our other content here on the Arena Productions. So thanks for watching, and we look forward to next week's finale. So take care, everyone. Peace out.